guys, it's Carl Brown for GuitarLessons365.com. I am trying to sing something that is way out of my range, so I apologize. I can't sing around along with Chrissy Hine on this. It's just it's a female vocal and it's difficult to sing. So anyway, doing my best. Just a little place setter vocal, so you'll know where I'm at in the song. So you'll see that. So hopefully you'll be able to take that. But we're going to do all the chorus. This fantastic song, just a great song from the Pretenders. Really good one. I'm going to have a little 90s week here, see if you guys dig it or not. Before I get into it, please subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And ring that notification bell so you'll know when I release a new video. And, you know, real important, please check out my Guitar Academy. It is the #1 way to not only get access to all of my guitar courses covering everything from technique, improvisation, ear training, theory, guitar tone, you name it. You also get personalized support from me. Plus, it is the best way to support what I do here on YouTube. All these song lessons could not exist for free if, you know, I didn't have my academy. So being a member of the academy helps support this, and it gets you all the courses and personalized support from me. So please go check it out, and the link below will give you a free 7-day trial there so you can check out all the courses. All right, so let's jump into this song. So we're in standard tuning here, and I'm pretty much just doing a kind of a solo acoustic guitar arrangement. It works out really well for this song. It's just a beautiful song. But anyway, so let's get into it. It's basically we have this kind of extended progression that kind of goes through like the verse sections. And then they go into another section of the song where they do the exact same thing, but they bring everything down a whole step. So you'll see that. You'll see basically this and like this part, the verse, and then the pre-chorus. And then a little bit later on, you'll see those same two sections, but you'll see them, you know, brought down a whole step. So that is coming up. So you'll get it as we go through. So let's start out with this intro. So that's a little instrumental intro that happens in the song. It's on the piano, obviously, but this is just we're going to play it on the guitar. So we start with a D major chord. So like I usually do with this kind of stuff, if it's a simple, basic open position chord, I'm not going to really show you how to put your finger here and all that junk. You can get that at my website. Just go to GuitarLessons365.com, click on free lessons, click on beginner, and you'll see all these free lessons taking you through each one of those chords with charts and everything. So that's there. But any bar chords and stuff like that, or any kind of strange stuff, I'll show you how to play. Not a lot of strange stuff in this one though. So we're going to start with just a D major chord. Then we're going to go to a bar chord. We're going to go to a B minor chord. So that's a bar to the 2nd fret across from the high E to the A string. And you're going to also play the 3rd fret on the B string, the 4th fret on the G, and then the 4th fret on the D. So that gives you a B minor chord. Lovely. Then to a regular A major open chord, open position chord, and a G. You can do the open B string version of G or whatever, that's fine. So I have all right, and then we get to the verse, which sounds like this. Why you look so sad? Tears are in your eyes. Come on and talk to me now. So that's the first half of it. So it starts with that same D major. And then we go to an F sharp minor chord. So this is going to be a full bar across all 6 strings at the 2nd fret. And in front of that bar, you'll play the 4th fret on the A string and the 4th fret on the D. So that, oh, why you look so sad? All right, now from there, Also, if you have trouble with bar chords, there's lessons on that at the side as well. This is not like a technique lesson in chord changes and stuff. So if you have, there's free lessons there as well at my main site, and you can check that out. Or if you have my beginner guitar course in the Academy, all laid out for you. So we have this F sharp minor chord, right? From there, it goes to a G major chord. So regular G major. And then what we have, it looks like a regular D major chord, but you actually have an A in the bass. So you're gonna make sure you play your normal D major chord, but make that open A string in the bass. So with that A in the bass, it then resolves that chord to a regular A major chord. So we have this. And then we start it's a little bit different on the way back through. We start with the D again, though. There's it goes from that D to the F sharp minor again, but in between that, it real quickly hits a B minor chord before it goes to the F sharp minor. So we hit that B minor that we did in the intro real quick, and then just extend that bar across. You could go ahead and do that bar across all 6 strings, and then just have a B minor first, and then the F sharp minor. So that's like this. Don't be ashamed to cry. So that's on that, on B. You play the B minor on the word B. So don't be ashamed to cry. And then up to a G. And now this here, instead of doing that D major with A in the bass to A, instead of doing that, in place of that D with A in the bass, or you'll also just call it D in second version, instead of that chord, you're going to play a B minor. It's a really cool change that they do to kind of mix it up and keep it interesting. So that B minor comes in again, I know you love it, and then the A. So it still resolves to the A. Instead of this, it goes to the B minor to the A. So that second half of the verse, don't be ashamed to cry, let me see you through, 'cause I've seen the dark side too. Alright, so that's kind of an extended chord progression, but it's kind of basically similar to the second half of it, but like I said, they just harmonize it, the melody slightly differently. So the whole first verse. Oh, why you look so sad? Tears are in your eyes. Come on and talk to me. Not getting all these lyrics, reading the lyrics on the floor, but remembering all these chords, trying to sing it, and sometimes I just go off into something that I imagine the lyrics to be, I guess. All right, now we have the first pre-chorus, so it looks like this. When the night falls on you, you don't know what to do, and nothing you do fast can make me love you. Alright, so that is a lot of the same chords we've been doing already. That it starts with that F sharp minor to B minor. Then same thing again. So when the night falls on you, don't know what to do, nothing you can find. So So that goes to a G major chord, and then end it with an A. Nothing you could find can make me love you. And then we get to the chorus, which the first time they play the chorus, they just kind of sing. She just sings through it one time, so it looks like this. I'll stand by you. I'll stand by you. Won't let nobody hurt you. I'll stand by you. No. All right, so that chorus is just a D major chord again. Same D major, and then B minor. By you. Won't let nobody hurt you. So that right there is an A minor 7 chord. And it kind of, I think the best voicing for this, instead of like that, just add that high G in there. So it's an open A string. So this is a little bit different maybe than a standard open chord. So I'll show it to you. So open A, second fret on the D, open G, first fret on the B, then third fret on the high E string. So it's got a really cool quality about it, where they just kind of stick it in there. So it's like, so we have this to the thing. I'll stand by you. I'll stand by you. Won't let nobody hurt you. And then end it with a D. Now there's these two chords right here that are just transition chords to the key change. So this is when we change the key, where we basically do all that same verse progression and that same pre-chorus progression. We do the exact same ones, but we do them down a whole step. So instead of this being D, we're in C. So that kind of thing. So now those two transition chords is just an F major bar chord, and then you could go into a G open chord, but sometimes it's easier to just drag it up 2 frets. So it's a full bar at the first fret. Then you're gonna, in front of that bar, you can play the second fret on the G, third fret on the D, and third fret on the A. So you play that like that, and then move it up 2 frets to the G. Makes it a G major chord. How about that? All right, then we get to the second verse, which, like I said, is in a different key. Looks like this. So, if you're mad, you're mad. Don't hold it all inside. Come on and talk to me. Hey, why you got that heart? I get angry too. Well, I'm alive like you. All right, a little bit easier to sing because it's down a little bit in pitch. So we're gonna start with this C major chord. So if you're mad, get mad, to an E minor chord. All right, then we're back to this F bar chord, everybody's favorite. So that's C, E minor, and F. So we have this. So if you're mad, get mad. Don't hold it all inside. And then we have this. Come on and talk to me now. So that's a C major. Before we did D major with A in the bass. So now we're going to do C major with G in the bass. So another second inversion chord. So now usually you would play C major like this. You probably know that, right? So what you're going to do now, take that finger, your ring finger that you're holding that third fret on the A string, move it over to the third fret on the low E string. All right, so that's going to give you that G in the bass. And then the finger that you left, since you had to pick up that third fret on the A, you can replace it with your pinky. So you still have the full C major, but now you have that G in the bass. So it plays that C major with G in the bass, and then resolves that, keeping G in the bass to a regular G major chord. or to that version of the G, whatever. So we have that for the chord, the verse so far. So if you're mad, get mad. Don't hold it all inside. Come on and talk to me now. All right, and now we kind of do the same thing we did before. We go back to that C to the E minor, but like we did in the first verse, that second time around, you're going to throw a chord in the middle of it. So instead of going straight from the C to the E minor, you're going to go C to an A minor, then to the E minor. So that looks like, hey, what you got to hold? So that's C, A minor to E minor. All right, then back to the F again. And then we're going to end it once again. Instead of ending it with the C with G in the bass and G, it just ends it with now just the regular A minor to the G. So from that, hey, what you got to into an F major here, I get angry too. Then A minor and G. Well, I'm alive like you. All right, so the whole second verse. So if you're mad, get mad. Don't hold it all inside. Come on and talk to me now. Hey, what you got to hold? I get angry too. Well, I'm alive like you. All right, now this second pre-chorus, once again, half step lower than the first pre-chorus. So it looks like that. You're standing at the crossroads, don't know which path to choose. Let me come along, 'cause even if you're wrong. All right, so that is just that E minor to the A minor. Then do that again. And then you're going to end it with F and G. Let me come on, 'cause even if you're wrong. And then we're back to the chorus in the original key. This is the normal, just like the first chorus, same key. I'll stand by you. Stand by you. Won't let nobody hurt you. I'll stand by you. Take me into your darkest hour, and I'll never desert you. I'll stand by you. So that was 2 times for the chorus instead of 1 like the first time. And then it goes into this little instrumental section where you actually hear some guitar stuff. Now, some of this part I can't play the really nice, good voicings of all the chords because of this some guitar stuff going on. But I think that sounds kind of cool. Just do this little instrumental section here, like on the recording. So it looks like this. This is coming out of that second chorus. So it starts with that D major chord. All right, and then we just go 3, 2, 0, 2 on the high E string. So you still strum the whole chord with it, but just got that little melody going on the top string. And then I kind of did it like this, so because I don't have to replace my ring finger. But it's probably less awkward to do it like this. Well, however way you want to do it, you got to play 4th fret on the G, 3rd fret on the B, and 2nd fret on the high high E string. Gonna strum that, and then that same melody. So if you like holding it like this, which is probably easier from the B minor at least. I mean the D major, sorry. It's gonna be awkward altogether. And then we have this. So that's just, you're gonna play the 5th fret on the D, then the open G, and then the 3rd fret on the B. So pick across that, and then go down to the 4th fret on the D, open G, 3rd fret on the B. So just the only note that changed was the D string. You're going to continue that, but you're going to move this to the 2nd fret on the D string. So in order to do that, you need to move now to the, you're going to play that with your index finger. So that's the 2nd fret on the D, open G, and then the 3rd fret on the B. So we're this. And then keep holding that chord and pick the open high E and B and G. Alright, and then just go to a regular B minor chord and the A. And then there's a little melody in there. I think it's on the with the strings, but the string section doing it. But it's kind of just like the melody is the 2nd fret on the G, and then the open B, and open, and then back to the 2nd fret on the B string. Okay, so we're gonna kind of recreate it. So we have this. Alright, and then it just goes back to, out of that, it goes to the just like we did the first pre-chorus, it's that pre-chorus with the F sharp minor, the B minor. When the night falls on your bed, you feel it all alone. You walk alone. And then the same chorus is repeated. I'll stand by you. Alright, so it is a beautiful song, just so well done, just a great track. So even though it is a struggle for me to kind of sing along with it for you guys so you know where you're at in this song, I got through it. So thank God this is not a vocal lesson channel. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you again soon for GuitarLessons365.com.